Hello, friends, and welcome to your birthday reading. If you have a birthday in February, then this reading is for you. It does not matter if you are an Aquarius or a Pisces, or if you just want to listen in because you love the month of February, then maybe this message will be for you too, friends. But let's get to it. I'm very excited to add these birthday readings to our mix. You guys will have to let me know if you guys like them. And let's begin. My February babies, happy birthday to you. I hope that you guys enjoy your birthday month. And let's see what messages want to come through for you today. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me. Did you guys see that? Who's stressed? I hope you guys aren't stressed. Nine of Swords, that was random. Let me even find where that deck is. That was very random, friends. Well, hopefully that's not an indicator of how you're feeling. My February babies, my birthday babies. Thank you, Spirit. For anyone that's having a birthday in February, can we get a message for February birthdays? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for all of my people that have birthdays in February that will be watching this. Thank you, Spirit. Birthday messages. What do they need to know? Messages from their angels and guides, please. What do they need to know? Thank you, Spirit. Nice. So whatever it is you're going through, that night, that late night thoughts, the whatever's keeping you up at night, it's things are moving forward and things are about to get better. Okay. You have to trust in that. If you guys are having some kind of a health issue, you guys know I don't like to talk about health, but if it's a health issue or if it's a money issue or you're feeling lonely or you're missing someone, there's some kind of hardship. It feels like we're moving through that and there's going to be a chance at connecting here. Now, you're a little set in your ways, my February babies. With this Ace of Swords in reverse, it tells me that you have fond memories or you're thinking back to something, you're just unsure of what to make of it or what to do. Why the Ten of Swords in reverse? Messages for my February friends. Yeah, you guys are moving forward. This is a month where things are going to start to feel more settled. You guys could have had a disagreement at work or you felt like no one understands you. Maybe you feel like no one gets where you're coming from. Maybe you guys are finding someone else to talk to or maybe other people that can relate. Maybe work is just going better. Now, let's see why this Magician's in reverse. We'll check in a minute. Why the High Priestess in reverse? You're trying to rush through something. Make sure, okay, so make sure that you're not doing things by any means necessary, okay? Because it almost seems to me like this energy is going to be flowing through all the way through Aries season for some of you, depending on what this is talking about. But if there is a situation here that you're trying to patch up or you're trying to just make it right or you're just trying to get other people to agree with you, just be mindful, friends, that you're not coming from a place of, maybe being a little manipulative to get your way. Because this could be you just rushing through it. You're just like, fuck it. I'm taking charge. I'm doing what I'm going to do. And because of this, this might put you in a predicament. This Death in reverse, this Ace of Swords in reverse, you're not letting something go. It's like you have an idea, a thought, something, and you're not letting it go and you're trying to write it really hard. And that's good, but just be mindful that it's not coming from a place of you're being a little impulsive or you're getting impatient. You're not trusting in the timing and you think you need to take it into your own hands. And because of that, that could lead to other things. There's something that you don't see about this situation. It's on your mind a lot. I feel like you have fond memories of someone or something. Maybe you're spending time with your children. There's something very sweet here that's on your mind. But there's this energy here that there's either secrets, you're keeping something hidden, or you aren't letting something go and it's keeping you in an energy of like just not knowing what's the truth or not knowing what's what. And then again, that kind of feeds into I'm just going to take matters into my own hands. I wanted to see what this is about. Thank you, Spirit. What do my February babies need to be aware of with all of this energy coming through? Messages Messages for, it could be to like make money or something about your independence, you trying to do something on your own, or you, yeah, it almost feels like it's something to do with you're trying to break free. And because of that, you may kind of lose sight over how you're going about that. You guys, you're trying to create change and movement at a time where you're being asked to go with the flow. And a lot of you guys are finding yourselves being very conflicted over your dynamics in your life, your relationships, your friendships, your working relationships, or whatever it is that you have going on. It's like all this stuff is in your mind. And maybe because you want something to happen now, that's where there could be an issue. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my February babies, the ones that have little birthdays in the little month of February. I call it the little month because isn't it? We're lucky. We're lucky if we get 29 days. All right, thank you, Spirit. Messages for I was gonna say messages for February. Messages for my birthday babies, my February birthday babies. What do they need to know? What do they need to know? What is heading towards them, and what do they need to know? What do they need to know? Messages for my birthday babies in February. What do they need to know? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my February birthdays. What do they need to know? So you might be creating a lot of like conflict within yourself or just around you, or just like overthinking what I should be doing, could be doing, what they could have been doing, what shoulda, coulda, would have. And it's just keeping you distracted from the bigger picture. There's bigger lessons at play here, and there's something that's trying to get your attention and you're just like not having it. Maybe it is the fact that it's best to let things kind of go. It's best to chill out. Maybe like it's best to be benched this month, not really creating too many waves or creating too much change, but it feels like you're kind of set on something and you're really overthinking it. You could also even be feeling tired. You could be doing some emotional spending to feel good in the moment. Be careful with that. Um, the way you're spending your time this month, um, I think it makes you feel good, but it also makes you really tired and it doesn't really benefit you. Now this could even be like you guys are just drinking way too much coffee like all day long, and like no water and no food, and you guys are jittery as fuck, right? And you're just like ugh, but it's like that's how you're used to operating. I'm getting a lot of nervous and restlessness coming from you, but the universe is trying to tell you breathe in deeply and chill the fuck out, my February babies. The universe is trying to get your attention. They want you to see something for what it is. Now, I feel like lack of sleep is coming through, or maybe it's because you guys are like worried. You guys are staying up late overthinking. Maybe you guys are trying to think of your best idea, and it's not going to come from this energy. It needs to come from a more relaxed place, a more trusting place, not a forcing it to happen. You can't force an idea. Why the Seven of Pentacles in reverse? We have the High Priestess in reverse. Why the Ace of Cups? You guys just want to be happy. I want you guys to be happy. You are going to have a chance this month to reconnect. That could be like birthday, maybe celebrations. People are inviting you out and you're like, I'm tired. I don't want to keep going, but I'm going to. You guys are persevering this month. But definitely the way you're spending your time, money, or energy, you're just kind of filling in time. You're being encouraged to just go with the flow, follow your heart, even though that might be counterintuitive to some of you. Some of you may not be used to that, but they want you to gain a different perspective. They also want you to reconnect back to the things that you care about. Spend money, spend time doing those things that relax you. There's going to be a need here to relax and find your Ace of Cups, find the sunshine. Spend time doing things that you like to do outside of maybe just being online, or trying to think of ideas for work or how to make more money, or figuring out what you got to do. It's almost like self-care is going to be is highly being recommended for you guys, my February babies. What's this Judgment in reverse? What is this talking about for my February birthdays? You guys are holding on to something that's taking away your motivation. You're investing your time, or you're kind of staying closed off. You're holding on to something that should be brought to an ending, or it's kind of time to stop it. It's time to let it change. And you're kind of not ready. You're kind of not letting it breathe. Yeah, you guys are a little defensive because you really want a new opportunity. You're ready for things to change, but there's still some things that you need to walk away from before you can be this carefree energy of the Fool. Right now, in order to have this new beginning, you need to be trusting and you need to be carefree. There's no baggage here, but you're carrying lots of baggage from something. And like I said, it's almost like you're being advised this month to just chill out, take some time to yourself, treat yourself, little treats, little treats. I want little treats every day. All right, let's get some advice for you, my February babies. Thank you, Spirit. What advice do we have for everyone that has a birthday in February that comes across this reading? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my February babies. Can we get some advice? Can we get some advice, please? Advice for my February babies. Can we get some advice for them? Advice for my February babies. Magician. You have so many options. Like you have more options than you realize. And even if it's not so many options, you guys are still at a fork in the road, and your guides want you to focus on what you want and be resourceful and go after them. Like, stop torturing yourself over other people, what they think, or conflicts that happened, or maybe it's just conflict within yourself. Maybe you're thinking that if you change directions, you're going to create conflict, and your guides don't want you to focus on that. They want you to let go of this energy that it's almost like you're very frustrated, or it's like we can't make the best decisions when we're feeling like that Queen of Wands in reverse, when we're upset, or when we're frustrated, when we're feeling scorned, or when we're feeling like we're waiting for something that's not going to happen. It's time to drop that. It is going to take effort on your part. Maybe these are toxic connections or toxic ways of viewing things. Why the Magician? Advice, please. Within 3 months, I just heard, you're going to make something happen in the next 3 months. So it's important to keep your mind in this place of trusting and of knowing what you want and working towards it. And know that when something's for you, it's for you. There is no competition. You stand out. And conflict with others, it's minimal. It doesn't matter. They want you to go towards, I feel like your heart is leading you in this direction, and it's going to bring you attention, or it's going to bring you recognition. Some of you guys might be traveling or being seen while you travel. Why the Queen of Wands in reverse? There's a relationship coming up. Why the Devil in reverse? But there's something toxic that needs to be released before it could be healed. Someone here wasn't reciprocating energy, or we were investing in a way that wasn't giving back. Maybe you're trying to figure out how to make a relationship work in a more successful way going forward. Someone could be upset with you, or maybe there's a toxic component to this relationship that needs to be figured out because it's not serving. Why the Seven of Wands? You guys feel like you're fighting invisible monsters. Maybe that's what it's like being an air sign. I mean, I know Pisces hits in February as well, but we have a lot of air coming through. We also have a lot of references to Aries season. So that's right after Pisces, you know, third week of March into April. So maybe there's something about that. I did say within 3 months, you're going to start to see some kind of fruition of your manifestations, but it's almost like you're battling an invisible fight. It's like you got to keep going, and you got to put the effort in too. And you got to face your fears, and you got to realize that when you do this, it's not as bad as you think it is. You could be making up scenarios in your head that put you in that Five of Swords energy, and this is telling you, hey, it may not be that bad. Why the Queen of Wands in reverse with the Devil in reverse? What can you tell us? There's some kind of ending here that happened in romance. There's some kind of ending that maybe you're focused on, and maybe this is what's asking you to think about what you want and move in that direction, because you can make it happen. But you have to face your fears, either your fears when it comes to relationships, partnerships, love, or offers, trusting people, because you're never going to get what you want. You're not going to feel satisfied. And this is also part of that big lesson. It takes a long time for you to move in this direction. But look at all the horses are going in the same direction. Look at that. Death, Knight of Pentacles, and Knight of Cups. There's a new beginning after an ending, but you have to put in the effort. There's some kind of healing. It's going to be pivotal, but you need to walk away. You need to leave behind. You need to recognize what are the people, places, things, ways of thinking, habits that it's time to let go and it's time to walk away from. Okay, these are the things that are keeping you from your wishes. I'm picking up soul connection for some of you. There's a soul connection with someone that's important. That situation can't be healed until you choose to move in that direction. There's also communication that's needed, but you might be ignoring it. You might be trying to be single and carefree, nonchalanting, but your spirit says you're chalanting pretty hard. It seems like you have a lot of emotional investment for those of you that do feel connected to a person. Listen, these little cards be telling on us. All right, let's get you some moon oracles and see if we can get any more messages. Messages for my February birthdays, please. Messages for my February birthdays. Believe in the impossible. A new start is coming, you guys. Emotions are running high. So you guys could feel activated during full moons. Look at all these big circles. This is a new moon, which is technically no moon in the sky, but look how it goes from being full vision, like we can see its full face, to then we can't. You guys have a new start, okay? There might be something about a full moon in the months of March, April, maybe May. It's a timeless reading, so 3 months out from whenever you watch this. I don't know what the supermoon dates are, but you guys can look them up. There might be something important about that time of year, something that happens. They want you to believe in the impossible, be the magician. You can have it all, the things that you want, but you have to fight for them. You have to put in the effort, and you have to let time do its thing. You can't rush through it, because you're just not setting yourself up for a carefree start. But that also goes with like running away from the problems as well. We have number 5, the burrow. You're laying low. You guys could be laying low this month, being a little elusive. We have number 39. That could be someone's age. We also have 43, 51, and 33. We have roots. You're working on planting roots. You already have them in the ground. Now they're going to start to sprout. We have snow. This makes me think it could be a hard winter, but come spring, you have new little seedlings growing. Look, and then they turn to carrots. Look how you go from roots to tunnel. Let's put snow, then burrow, because in the winter bunnies go in their burrow, and then we have little sprouts, and then we have full on carrots, and then we have rabbit in the air. So by springtime, I think the energy is going to be a lot lighter by springtime, friends. Look at this rabbit in the air. So bunnies do this thing called binkies when they're very excited, and it's the cutest thing ever. And you guys are going to be running around doing binkies because it feels like there's a lot more carefree energy that is flowing in. There's a lot of things that are changing that you can't see right now. It's like there's growth that's happening underneath the surface. But again, this is encouraging you to face your fears, my February babies. Tunnel and garden. Um, Maybe you guys are planning an escape route, but this makes me think again, we don't know what's going on beneath the surface. You guys have planted a lot of seeds and they are growing. All right. That's what I have for you today. Happy birthday, my February babies. I hope you enjoyed your little reading today that I did. You guys will have to let me know if you, if you would like me to continue doing these. I mean, I guess you're only going to check them out once a year, but I think they're pretty fun. Anyway, please take care of yourselves and I'll catch you the next one. Thanks, guys.